All right, game number 2 in the bottom left starting location. A little bit bumpy in that first game, but he did manage to pull through. His ideas.
MVP Vampire.
Vampires live in Transylvania?
The original vampire.
The original ones?
Yeah.
And in the upper right, we've got our Terran player, a legend, but having a hard time right now. He is...
Extremely.
So, Tasteless, what is your favorite vampire movie then?
Interview with the Vampire.
Okay.
Yep. Favorite vampire book, Dracula. The original.
Yeah?
Have you read Dracula? Yeah. Have you read Dracula?
No.
It's actually a good book.
I played the Game Boy game. Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's very good.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Game Boy game. Then I played the Castlevanias.
Of course.
Best vampire is Alucard. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Alucard is actually just Dracula spelled backwards. Did you know that?
No. Oh
Yeah.
my God, my life is different now.
Yeah. Alucard from Symphony of the Night. It's Dracula.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Is it?
No.
Wait. No, not backwards.
No, you're right.
Wait.
Alucard, you're right.
Okay, for a second I was like, whoa, did I just say something really stupid on here?
No. How did I know that?
I don't know. Actually, a lot of people, when I tell them
loved-
that, they don't know that yeah, Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards.
Oh my God. Anyways.
I didn't know you knew about that game. I didn't know you played that one.
I liked Castlevanias when I was a kid.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, those ones are great. They actually had
Like really old ones, though.
They had on Sega Saturn Castlevania Symphony of what was it? Symphony of the Night, Nocturne in the Moonlight, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Which was like the enhanced version of the PlayStation one that had extra weapons and levels.
Sure.
I beat that. It was in Japanese. That was really hard.
I bet it was.
That was really hard, man. Trying to buy items, I'm like, why? Okay. All right, so we got a quick Nexus here from Vampire.
Yeah, Nexus first, and it's the same build that we saw last game from him. From Ryung, he is going for a quick factory here, and it almost looks like he's going to float it out of his base with where he put it, because that's not an add-on location, that's for sure. So I think he's going to float it out and maybe
make a Hellion or something.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
No, you know what?
Maybe he's just going to make a starport actually there, and he wants to make sure the Banshee gets over there quick enough.
I think what he's going to do is float it out, make a tech lab, and then float out a starport. No, I guess not. He's just putting these on the edge of his base. All right, that's
weird.
fine too. That was like a weird thing, but okay. Anyways, we do have a Zealot popping out, and he does have a couple Marines here, so we'll see how he micros against this.
All right. More Hellions being made right now.
The Hellion drop, of course, can be pretty effective against this. We'll see how many units that Vampire gets and where he puts them, because that's really going to play a big role in it. Like, if he is putting on some counter pressure and the Hellions get dropped, he might just lose all his probes.
Certainly.
I've personally found it very difficult to do Nexus first and properly defend against an aggressive Hellion drop.
It's actually the same for StarCraft 1. If you go Nexus first, you actually will automatically lose if they go like 2 factory vultures with dropship.
Yeah,
starport. They just drop in your main, and then you're like, oh my god, my robo's not done yet. And then as that's happening, they come into your natural with vultures and kill you. And that's when you stop doing Nexus first. You're like, well, there is a hard counter.
That's when you mix that in with like a bulldog, because if they went for
sure, yeah.
Anyways, let's
bulldog is the name of their strategy, just so you guys aren't confused.
Yeah.
Artosis like, what is Artosis talking about? This word salad that's coming out of his mouth. Go ahead, Artosis.
Well, the medevac's on the way. He's cleared the watchtower. Now he's going to fly through there. And all the units are at the front right now. Will he move? Okay, he's moving a couple Stalkers up. He hasn't started any more units. And the Cybernetics Corps has just started Warp Gate research. So he's going to have to deal with this with what he has. And here
we go. Oh, he was spotted there, so he's going to back up.
You know what? He has.
I don't even think he actually saw it, though.
Ryung actually has enough right now to do a lot, and he's backing up with his Marines. He's playing it very, very safe here, but
this is a lot of lost time.
He could have sent the Marines and sent in the Hellions. Like this would have been a perfect situation for him.
All right, Hellions being dropped now, hitting the probes. All right, and he picks back up. This medevac will easily get away.
Yeah, only 3 probes killed.
Yep. I think we're gonna say that Vampire's got a little bit of a lead here.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, going Nexus first like that, how many more probes he's gonna be able to chrono boost out?
Yeah, this is. I'm actually a bit disappointed in the amount of damage Ryung has done. I feel like even though Vampire did a good job responding there, Ryung should have been able to get much more damage than that done. He actually kind of wimped out.
Yeah,
is what that was.
He was kind of he was a little bit impotent on that attack. I mean, he could have gone in there.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually basically Vampire had 4 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, no Warp Gate, no units making. He had 3 Hellions, a medevac, and like 6 or 7 Marines. Like for sure, you can get more done than killing 3 probes.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, anyways, we'll see what Ryung can get done here now because he does have stim, so he's going to have more shots at getting something
he can
done.
Still win this. I mean, it's totally doable.
Yeah, see, he's showing his Hellions at the front where there's 2 observers, strangely enough, whereas he's bringing 2 medevacs and stim just about to finish into the main base. This could deal a lot of damage, Tasteless.
All right, he's coming in here stimming. He's going to at least get this pylon. No, going for the Stalkers now. The Zealots will get melted down. More Stalkers coming up, though.
We do have an Immortal Box pop out. That's going to help out quite a bit.
Yeah, he needs to pick up right now.
But during this, Ryung, I mean, he has Hellions out in the map, and he didn't multitask with those. I mean, for Vampire, he's playing it very safe by having a bajillion probes in his main base and barely anything at his natural. So that's like him being safe against what he knows is like a scary situation. But I feel like Ryung for sure should have hit both locations.
Yeah, I think so. Ryung is not playing his best right now.
No.
And you're kidding me. That medevac actually escaped.
7 hit points.
Damn.
I feel like Ryung absolutely is not showing us his best play right now. Without question, he's not showing his best play.
He seems to be a little bit off.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's a positional player. Like these are things that he knows easily that you're going to have to, maybe hit 2 locations at once or something like that. I mean, that's not the definition of how he plays, but still.
No, he's more of like a map control guy.
Yeah.
That's like why he's such a TVT expert.
He's not necessarily a multitasker, but I mean, to go in the front while you drop is not a huge burden.
Right.
Now, Vampire, he's been so frantic. He has 4 probes on one of his gas, 2 on the other. A little bit of a mistake there. He is going into a lot of Blink Stalkers and Colossi.
And now we have the Marines and Marauders coming down here again. Yeah, it doesn't look like, unfortunately for Ryung, it doesn't look like Vampire put his pylons on the edge of the of his entrance. For instance, there's not a lot he can snipe off here.
Yeah, there's not a lot anywhere really. He has everything centralized pretty well. Well, Ryung coming up. He wants to get some damage done here. Blink is about to.
Yeah,
Blink
this
just
is
finished.
bad.
Blink just finished. And
he should have hit the Stalkers a little bit better.
yeah,
Now he doesn't want to show him that he has Blink right now. And that was a silly move there by Ryung.
I know. He was trying to get him back.
I was like, really? You're going to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the third base has been taken here for Ryung. It will be taken soon for Vampire.
Yeah, he's going to take that right now. But, Ryung will be mining first, so that's good for him at least. Let's take a look at these upgrades. Right now, for Ryung, we have 1-0 with Div 1 armor on the way.
We got the Hellions over here hitting these probes. And we've had now 12 workers killed here.
Not as much as you would hope with the openings that we saw, but still.
Notice he got the Ghost Academy much sooner here. He definitely learning from his previous mistake in that other game.
Yeah, he's seen Blink as well, so that always gives away the Twilight Tech. And, of course, Vampire, I said before. He likes his Vampire. He likes his Twilight Tech, man. Not Dark Shrines. He's not an evil vampire. Not all vampires are evil.
He's also not an emo vampire.
No, he's definitely not. All right.
Wait a minute. Would vampires eat food? Or do they just drink blood?
I don't think that they can eat food. I don't think that they can.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I thought
some vampires, they allow to eat food, but,
Nice. Blink away there. Really nice.
I don't think they like it.
Well, it's the blood they have to drink so they can live for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
That's the rule, right?
They live forever until they're killed.
Like the Highlander, man.
Yeah, so you cut their head off.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Oh, this could be a really good drop considering the position of the army here.
But with that nice blink...
I spoke way too soon, yeah.
Well, you know what? Right now we have Vampire getting ahead on upgrades just slightly. He's about to have that +2 armor, so he will have 1 upgrade advantage. His third base is up and mining very, very well. He's already at 62 probes, but Ryung is 58 SCVs, so he's got everything he needs right now. And, I mean, this is where this gets weird in this matchup, because Ryung hasn't been able to do a sick amount of damage because of the map so far. So now it's normalized. They both have enough supply that doing things like constant drop harassment is like on any other map. It's a risk. So now they have to decide, do we try to kill each other in 3 base, or does someone try to take a 4th base? And if so, where?
All right, it looks like the rocks are going to be torn down now over at the 3rd. Vampire in position, though, ready to defend. Note the supply is pretty much dead even right now.
Yeah, and let's see. Is he going to get Psystorm this game? It looks like he wants to go for the same style again. Looks like this is becoming pretty popular. Now that we've seen Squirrel, now Vampire really trying this. Will Ryung make extra ghosts? He's only got 2. He's got 3 and 4 on the way.
That shield upgrade almost done, by the way.
Yeah, he's...
He's covering all of his bases right now.
He really is. Well, you know, when you're making this many Archons and your opponent isn't getting a lot of EMPs,
why not? Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we could have an engagement here. We're at the boiling point right now. Both players are maxed out.
And the thing is, will they actually engage each other? Vampire's army is, while scary, it's not that scary because he's only got 1 Colossus. His army is mostly Zealot Stalker. I mean, there's 5 Immortals, that's very good, and 3 Archons, but EMPs can disable a lot of that. And with just 1 Colossus that doesn't even have range, his splash damage is pretty minimal. So this is going to be a very micro-based engagement when it occurs. Ryung is going to have to micro very well, and if he does, he should be able to kill this off.
Stemming and coming in here now. The EMP is obliterating. Whoa, 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 whoa. Move command much? Okay. Was he on move command?
I think he was for a little bit there.
That was weird. Right. Yeah, I was like so confused.
And Ryung looks like he should be able to get through this with that many Marines left over.
But he can't afford to lose these Immortals.
Yeah, but he's going to, because this is just, there's a lot of Marines in here, and down they all go. Stalker's going to have to blink away, and now Ryung in a dominating position.
Yeah.
That was, what a weird army for Vampire to choose to use here.
But what a weird engagement as well. Now these medevacs are getting low on their energy right now. So it looks like they're going to be pushed back just a little bit. But really nicely done. He's going to get yet another Immortal here.
I think a way to summarize Vampire's PvT is he gets himself in a good spot and then does poor engagements till he wins or loses. That was weird, man. That was truly a weird thing that we've seen. Now, we do have some Viking harassment going on. If that Colossus pops out, they probably go in the air and shoot it. Ryung continuing to push forward a little bit.
And it looks like he's going to get the Robo-Bane. Really nicely done.
Oh my god, he is going to get the Robo, you're right, but he is going to lose all his Vikings because of it. I would say that's actually a fine trade for him.
Oh, yeah, it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
To not have to make them not have a Robo, oh my god, yeah.
He just started Psystorm because of it. So right now, the only splash damage he can get for the next while is Archons. And, I mean, when you have a decent amount of ghosts, the Archons are not going to be that big a deal. And he has 5 ghosts right now, which is, I mean, you can deal with this amount of Archons reasonably well with that.
All right, it does look like Vampire is going to be stuck inside of his base for a little bit here. I do like what he's doing with the Zealots, making them counterattack over here. Or, no, what is he doing? Okay, he is going to make them counterattack. I thought he was going to make them to flank the middle army. I'm like, what is he doing?
But just losing even more units here. It's a bunch of
he should have stayed home.
Yeah, Vampire doesn't have much going on right now, but his Psystorm's going to finish. And as that finishes up, that's gonna give him a chance to fight his way back in. But Ryung is going to be on top of his ghosts, and in fact, 5 more in production. So he's going to start going mass ghosts from here, and that's going to be really good against what he's fighting.
All right, taking out these Zealots over here. I don't think Vampire can recover from this.
Yeah, I I don't think so, man. He's in so much trouble here with more and more ghosts coming out. All his splash damage is in Psystorm right now and some Archons, and look at that, beautiful EMPs going down.
GG. All right, we're going to go into game number 3.
Young just put that vampire back in his coffin.
No kidding, man. He opened up the curtains, man, and showed that vampire what vitamin D is.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Do you think they have to take vitamin D pills?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What happens if a vampire goes to a sauna? Is it just sunlight, or can it be like, you know? I don't know. Something makes me think vampires don't tan well, though.
No, they're supposed to be pale.
You know what would make a great vampire?
Who?
Wolf.
That's true.
That is true,
oh
man.
Oh my God, he
Wolf would make like not just any kind of vampire. He'd be like a. Hold on, wait. What kind of vampire? Wolf is like Dracula's son, or something like that.
You know what? Yeah, he's very pale.
Yes.
He looks like a vampire, and in fact, you know what though? He'd be trying to like suck blood out of someone at night. They'd push him in. They'd be like, "What are you doing? Get out of here!" He'd be the type of vampire that has to drink out of sheep.
Ah, we've got it.
The sheep would be terrorized.
I just want to see Wolf with like a cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you see Wolf with like a cloak on?
Not a cape, but a cloak. Yes.
And I see.
Only you and I can pull off capes.
No, of course.
But Wolf could totally do a cloak.
Cloak, all right. I can just see it. We're like, we go into because obviously all vampires live in mansions. Okay, they don't live in they don't live in duplexes or something.
No.
We go into the Wolf's vampire mansion. He's like up at the top of the stairs, and then I'm like, Wolf, like, and he like looks and he's like, blah, and he like jumps down the flight of stairs and like lands, and his like cloak comes down with him.
And then he swirls around his cloak and it all turns into bats and flies away. All right.
Anyways, we're going to go into game number 3 here. Sorry, go ahead.
Game number 3, let's do it.
All right,
we'll talk
let's do
after.
All right, guys. One of these two players is going to go on to the winner's match. In our next best of 3, we're going to see who that is. I'm Tasus, with me is Artosis, and this is the GSL.